Hello friends, welcome to YouTube channel of Creative Edge. Today I am going to give you some important drawing questions for your preparation of NATA. Friends, you'll be very pleased to know there are only 4 categories of question that one should prepare for. Although I have listed 5 questions. 1. A 2D design question. Second, making of logo or monogram that also come into the category of 2D design. Third, a 3D design question which you have to do with memory. And fourth is a 3D model arrangement. That's a practical nowadays that has been introduced by NATA examination, National Aptitude Test for Architecture. And the fifth one, as usual, it has been carrying on, is the memory drawing question. We talk about 2D design. The salient features, 2D design, as you know, is required for having a space division, visual weight distribution, balance, rhythm, overlapping, and connectivity. For example, let us take this question. Design a 2D fruit basket using basic geometric shapes. Ensure the composition is visually balanced and creatively arranged. Now, generally, what is happening in such a question, candidates make a big mistake of taking the whole basket and making it in 3D. No, the answer should be like the one you are seeing on the screen. That means you are taking fruits in the fruit basket, but they are overlapping. You are even dividing the space with help of rhythmic lines to give a rhythm in the design. Then no need of having a natural color of the fruit. You can choose the color of your choice. And that's how you should be solving a 2D design question. Making of a logo or monogram, this is also a 2D design question actually. The salient feature has to be Gestalt principles, the proximity, figure and ground, multiple focus, continuity, law of pregnancy, etc. So you should be knowing the Gestalt principles for making a 2D design, monogram or logo. Let's see some of the example. In one of the examination, these 4 pictures on the left hand side, the colored pictures were given. The question was, create the 2D graphic icons for each of the given below. All the icons should belong to the same design style. Use only black color. That means the picture has to be black and white. This is manual designing. You can see from here the music, the gramophone, the logo design is like this. And the name given to the company was Infinite Music. The Gestalt principle that was used was continuity, the principle of continuity. In second logo, where you see a lot of mushrooms growing up, here was the logo which could be used for a company like luxury resort, luxury row houses, luxury row house or ethnic row houses, or resort, luxurious row houses or luxury. The Gestalt principle used of in this was that of the proximity, that is bringing the houses near to each other, almost overlapping. Then the third one, where you see a snail. Cherry top cake is the inspiration. I mean, the snail is the inspiration for this company of cherry top cakes. Gestalt principle of similarity has been used here. In the last one, the butterfly is seen here, and the company suggested from this is fly beyond horizon. Propelling wings is another name. Gestalt principle of similarity and continuity. Both the Gestalt principles have been used. 3D composition, another kind of question that you should prepare for NATA. The salient feature you have to remember for a 3D composition is applying 3D design principles, that is symmetrical or asymmetrical, radial, or as per the rule of the third, creating a focal point at the golden focal point, creating balance, proportion, emphasis, hierarchy, rhythm or movement, and unity. Now, these are the different variety of, so to say, the principles that you could be using, either one, two, or maybe more than two. Then composition technique, iconic, pyramidal, Z-shaped, or compound curve or silhouettes. Let's see a practical example. Question. A 3D composition using 4 cylinder and 1 glass cuboid. Ensure the arrangement shows balance, stability, visual interest, use proper shading and perspective to highlight form and depth. So here is a very neatly designed picture. Some of the, so to say, the labeling have cut off in the picture. Like this is asterisk, and this is the light source, that is vanishing point 2, and this is vanishing point 3. The 2-point perspective with the deviating lines going on either side. Then look at the shadow coming from the transparent cube. There are 4 cylinders used. So it's a stable composition, well balanced, and there is a visual interest well created in the answer. Next. Now, this is a new kind of a thing NATA has started. They really give you a kit comprising of different shapes, and in that you have to arrange them on a cardboard, even stick them to each other. Now here also the salient features are the same as that of were applicable in the 3D design question. Applying 3D design principles, creating balance, proportion, emphasis, hierarchy. Now either of them, rhythm or movement, and unity or variety. Composition technique the same way, iconic, or you could use the composition technique of pyramid, etc. Now I have done the practical with whatever wooden blocks were available to me in my studio. They are going to give you the forms, not the shape, the forms, made up of different foam sheets, and that you can very well join with the adhesive that they provide in the kit bag, and that you have to do it on a cardboard. So here I have done a pyramidal composition with symmetry, denoting hierarchy and showing upward movement. And then in this case, I have shown asymmetrical composition and asymmetrical balance. In the memory drawing section, now remember one thing I must clarify here. Any two of these questions will be asked in NATA, not all the five varieties that I am showing out of the four variables. But yes, I have jotted down all the five important types of question. So in memory drawing, salient features you should remember: use perspective, proportion, scale, law of third, shading and shadow to create a natural looking scene. Let's take an example from the PYQ, previously asked questions. Question: you are sitting in a well ventilated drawing room. It is 9 in the morning and sunlight is streaming through the window on the east, casting shadow on the floor. A cat is resting on one of the sunlit patches. Here, a newspaper is placed beside a cup of hot tea on a small side table. Here, there are three freshly watered potted plants in the room, one on the floor and two on the windowsill. Here, and on the floor is here. With watering jug next to it. This is the watering jug next to it. From the above description, sketch the scene from your point of view, as if you are sitting in this drawing room. So these are your legs, and in the 1 point perspective, you are using the deviating line which are deviating towards the vanishing point right in front of you. To add interest in the sketch, I have added this human figure, which it gives you the sense of proportion, the sense of scale of the room. Remember one thing in memory drawing: shading you have to do minimum. Do not do a lot of shading to rather confuse your examiner. Give a neat and clean diagram, and everything which was asked in the question should be visible over here. No need of labeling in such type of question. Another question I am giving from my notes only. Imagine you are a tiny insect. You can call insect or caterpillar hiding inside a cauliflower, placed on a vegetable vendor's cart. Draw the scene from your point of view, showing what you see around from within the cauliflower. So here is the caterpillar which has slightly come out, and here is that cart, the sides of the cart, and the people buying some of the things on the other side of the road. See your imagination. The place where you are placed is the vegetable cart. So these things will be seen as exaggerated in size, and these in the perspective rather small size. I have also used a vanishing point so as to indicate where the caterpillar's eyes would focus on. It is highly, so to say, fictitious, too much imaginary, but this is how the picture will look like. Thank you, friends. For any inquiry, you can call us on 6363286363 or send us a text on the WhatsApp number 8896333222. Thank you for being with me. Bye-bye.